Coming up in this video, we're going to be talking about how to set goals for your travel business.
Perfect.
All right, everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jarrett-Jamal Davis, and if this is your first time watching one of my videos, I create videos on a weekly basis with tips and strategies to help you grow your travel business. Now, if you're looking to become a travel agent, make sure you visit becometheagent.com where you can look at a free training on how you can join the travel industry, get educated, and start earning commissions from the vacations that you'll be booking. But let's go ahead and get right into today's video where we'll be talking about how to set goals for your travel business. And before we start talking about how to set those goals, you gotta take a step back. You gotta take a step back. Let's take a step back, look at 2023, and a few questions I want to ask you when you're thinking about 2023, if you are already a travel agent, is when you look at that list, like I got a list here, when you look at that list of goals that you had set for last year, which goals did you hit? Look at that list, because I'm pretty sure you may have already marked them off. Which goals did you hit? Which goals went right? What was so great about 2023? And then you want to ask yourself, out of the goals that you set, did you really hit these goals or did you shoot for the moon? You really want to think about these things because as we start looking at 2024, we have to reflect on 2023 and what happened in that year to make sure that we can start achieving higher and better goals this year. And also, think about it. Did you have a certain amount of vacations that you wanted to book in 2023? If you did you hit that goal? Or if you didn't hit that goal, my question to you is, do you want to set the same goal this year or do you want to set a higher goal going into 2024? So these are some of the things that I want you to reflect on and think about as you are starting to set your goals. Now that we, looked back at last year, I want you to ask yourself, what can I work on this year to have better results? Because it's one thing to reflect on the last year, but now, look, you got to come up with a plan and really think about it. What is it about last year, the goals that I did achieve, the goals that I didn't achieve, and what can I do better this year? Is that going to be education? Is that going to be better marketing? Is that going to be, I'm going to be better with my time? I really want you to think about these three things because a major factor when it comes to goal setting and actually working towards those things is the time. What I can say about time is I've been doing this, for quite some time. I've been doing this since before 2016. And early on in my career, one of the things that really used to stop me from having the success that I wanted was not managing my time correctly. I work a full-time job. I run my travel business on a part-time basis. But one of the things I struggled with was finding the time to stay consistent with running my business. How many days of the week was I going to work the business? When was I going to take training? When was I going to book vacations? Was I going to be doing this stuff every day and every hour and just burn myself out? No, I didn't. So I really had to take a step back. I really had to figure out a schedule that would work for me and my life because, like I said, I have a full-time job and I'm doing this on a part-time basis. And the only way you can truly have success at anything is, for one, being consistent. But the only way you're going to be consistent is if you take that time to really create a schedule for yourself. Now, when you think about your travel business and where you want to be in the next 5 years, here are a few questions that you want to ask yourself. First of all, Where do you want to be in the next 5 years? I mean, really think about that. Right now, it is 2024. Think about where you are right now. You could be a seasoned travel agent. You could be someone who is just getting started. Heck, if you're watching this video, you could be someone who is brand new and just thinking about becoming a travel agent. So we're looking at right now in 2024, what do you see in the next 5 years and where you would like to be on that journey? What are the type of products that you want to sell in your travel business? Of course, you have people who just like to sell cruises, like myself. They have people who just want to sell all inclusive resorts. They have people who just want to focus on family vacations. You have people who love just to book wedding vacations. I mean, the list can go on and on and on. But what is it that you want to sell? And how much do you want to be making at this time? Do you want to really look at this like, okay, like myself, do you want to have this full-time job, but also do you want to be making 10, 20, 30, 50K a year? How about 100,000 a year? This is something that you really need to put into perspective and think about as you are setting those goals. Now, it's okay to look 5 years ahead. We all know that. But I want you to think about what is it going to take to actually get there? Because you do need to sit down and think 5 years ahead. You do, because that's going to allow you to start setting things up so you can work towards that. But that's my question. What are you going to do to get there? So, of course, you need to start out by making a plan, because people who fail to plan, they won't take the actions and they'll never achieve the goals that they are trying to hit. So figure out a schedule like I was talking about earlier. How many days a week are you going to work your business? Is it going to be daily, or is it going to be a couple of times a week? That's something you really need to focus on. And I'm going to be honest with you. If you're like me and you're working a full time job, you're doing this on a part time basis, understand you don't have to do it every single day, but you do need to set a schedule for yourself. Is it going to be 2 days a week, 3 days a week, 4 days a week? Or is it only going to be on the weekend? Is it only going to be in the evening? You really need to think about that. Not only think about just, the times that you're going to work this business, you also need to think about what certifications are you going to go after. A lot of people get started and they have it in their head that, okay, I paid my fees, I've gotten my access and my travel agent credentials, and you know what? I'm just going to start booking trips and I don't have to do anything else. I've received my access and I see a booking engine and it's time to go. That is not the best way to hit your goals. That is not the best way to have a successful business. You definitely have to take the time out to get trained. So, again, think about what certifications you're going to go after. If you want to be like, let's say, the person who books all inclusive resorts, look at the certifications that will help you with that will help you with that product. I mean, do you want to be a Jamaica specialist? I mean, if you're a cruiser, do you want to specialize in Disney? Do you want to specialize in Carnival or in the region? You have to look at these different things. And again, also, I want you to think about what training events are you going to attend, because training events are going to help you with marketing. They're going to help you build that knowledge so of course you can grow your business. And also, how many clients are you going to focus on a month to get to your yearly goals? These are just some of the things that you need to think about when you are setting these goals. And remember, time is more important than anything that we're going to be discussing on this video. Because if you don't take the time, again, like I was saying earlier, to make a schedule, this will hold you back from being consistent. And the only way you're going to be successful in your business is to be consistent. So again, take that time out, you know, so you can set those small pockets of time. Again, whether it's twice a week, 3 times a week, whether it's on the weekend, to really see what the schedule is going to be so you can focus on some of the things that we're talking about today. Now, setting goals doesn't have to be complicated. I want you to know that. But it's one of the most important things that you're going to do. So, a few things that you want to remember is to set a goal amount for the year. I don't know how much you want to make, and I don't know what that goal is for you that would help you achieve the goals that you're looking for. But how much do you want to make? Is that an extra 10,000 a year, 20, 30, 50? Or are you going for that 100K? Really be intentional about that goal. Don't shoot for the moon. Set an attainable goal. Set a goal that you know you are going to work hard at. And not only setting that goal, you need to set a goal for how much education you are going to invest in. And when I say invest, sometimes that's time, sometimes that's money. We don't always have all of the money, we don't always have all of the time, but you have to set a goal for how much education you're going to invest in this year. Listen, they do free webinars on a weekly basis from different vendors across the industry of travel. And those don't cost anything. You literally just have to register. Sit down with your pen and pad and take those notes. But again, to go beyond that, with those vendors, you can go into their training programs and get certified. So listen, you have to think about how much education and how much time you're going to invest this year. And also, you want to focus on one area of travel. I've said this in previous videos and I'll say it again. The travel agent that books everything is not the travel agent that's making a lot of money. You really need to focus in on one area of travel or one niche of travel. Like I said, mine is cruises. Why? Because I love to take cruises. I really do. But if that's not your thing, find out which area of travel you want to focus in and stay laser focused into that, because the more education you can get inside of that area, the more certifications, the more marketing you can learn about. I can tell you, you can make a lot of money. But those people who are just spread thin, trying to book everything, just trying to book it for every customer that comes, it's just not, it's not going to set you up for success. And also, another thing you want to focus on is learning new marketing skills that will help you get in front of your customers. Because you can get all of the education you want and you can learn everything that you need to learn about your product. But you still have to market those travel deals. You still have to get out there and let people know what you can provide them with and how you can help them go on their next vacation. So listen, I hope you got so much value from today's video. And listen, make sure if you want to see more videos like this that you subscribe to the channel. And also, if you want to see another video just like this, click or tap the screen. I hope you take care, take charge, and I'll see you in another one.